Hi friends, in this video we will see about the switch statement. Switch statement is used when we need to execute multiple conditions. For example, I have one variable by name something. Let's assume that we have a number is equal to, let's say, 3. Okay, now I need to write the condition. If number is equal to 1, okay, we need to do console.log number is 1. Okay, now what I need to do, if number is 2, I need to execute another code. So I can write else if number is equal to 2, it is 2. And also another one, if number is equal to 3, it will be number is equal to 3. And if none of the conditions above satisfies, I need to execute another code. So else, so I can write console.log nothing, something like this. Okay, so this is simple multiple nested if conditions. So now if you check here, the number is 3, it will check here number is equal to 1, it doesn't satisfy the condition, then it goes into the else condition. Number is equal to 2, it doesn't satisfy this condition, and now it will go to another third else statement, and here it will be able to see that it satisfies the condition, and therefore it prints the number is equal to 3. Now let's see the condition. Here we will be able to see the number is equal to 3. Whatever we expected, it executed. But tomorrow if it comes number is equal to 7, you need to go on write like this else if conditions for all the numbers, and for all the numbers we need to write. So if there is logic something like single line or 2 lines, it is okay. For if you have so many lines of code in the nested if statement, it will become some tedious thing. So in order to overcome this all the nested if thing, we can also write in another way in the JavaScript. That is nothing but what we can say is switch statement. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to remove this all code. I will try to remove all this code, and I will try to implement the same logic in the switch statement. Okay, so now what I will try to do is switch, and we need to take the number. Okay, so it will open a curly brace, and this curly brace we need to write each condition. How we can write the each condition is, first is the, if you go here, if number is equal to 1, right? So now we need to write here as a case, and the number we need to take case 1. If it is the case 1, there is no need for writing the curly braces here, just you can write the console.log number is equal to 1, and again another case 2, and you will be writing that number is equal to 2, and for the case 3 you will be writing number is equal to 3. Okay, if none of the conditions satisfies, none of the cases satisfies here, you will be having default. Okay, like something like else statement here, none of the conditions, so you can write here console.log default or nothing, something like this. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to keep this one like this only. Okay, now I will try to execute this one. Now if I clear this one and execute, here we are getting both the things as nothing. Okay, fine. Now what I will try to do is, here I will try to change here 1. Now if I try to execute, we got different different output. What is the output? We'll see here number is 1, this one has executed correctly, so number is 1, so it has printed only this console statement, its one is correct. But when considered the switch statement, it has printed every case, number is 1, number is 2, number is 3, all the consoles it has executed. It didn't follow the condition, so our requirement is it should go only to the case 1, and all the cases it should not execute. So what is happening here? So now if you see, if I try to change it to 3, and if I try to change execute this one, and here we got nothing is printed. Oh sorry, we have to give the space here. Okay, now if I try to execute here, we got number is 3 and nothing. That means this case is not satisfied, so it didn't execute this one, and this case also it didn't execute. From case 3 onwards it has executed, and then afterwards it is not checking any conditions, and then afterwards it is going on executing everything. Now let's check the 2 thing. So now if we check in the switch statement, if you see, case 1 will not be printed, and from case 2 onwards everything is printed without checking any conditions. So if we have, yeah, we got the same output what we expected. So that means switch statements, whenever the case is satisfied, for example case 2 or case 3, whenever the case is satisfied, then afterwards it will not check any condition, and it will go and execute one by one line without anything, and it will try to execute everything. So in order to stop this one, we need to use the break statement. Okay, whenever the condition is satisfied, it will execute those case and it will stop executing. Okay, here we can use the break statement. Now we will try to execute the output. If we try to execute the output, now we got the expected output as the if condition, nested if condition what we get. Now you can think, for default thing there is no need for us to keep the break. Why? Because after default nothing is there to execute. For example, if I write here something like 10 or anything, if I run, I am getting nothing here, right? So if I remove the break and if I try to execute, the same output I will get. Why? Because after the default there are no cases to execute. So that is the reason we are getting the correct output. So if you want to keep, you can keep the break condition, or anything you can remove the break condition also. So remember that only the last case only you can remove the break condition. Why? Because there will be no other cases down the switch statement. If there are any other cases, means automatically all those cases below that one it will execute. This is the switch statement in the JavaScript. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.